Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Am I audible? All of you? Wonderful. Good to see most of you back. That means you are interested. That means I spoke well in the morning. Patting on my back. Myself, right? And also it's nice to see that it's a holiday and many of you have come, which shows that you are different from the 100 others whom you are going to compete in this life, right? See, the idea of a student when you are a student, okay, is about being unique. How you can be different from the 100 other people who are going to compete with you for the same position, same job, same higher studies, same everything, correct? Ultimately, everything is a competition. Life is a competition. Life is a marathon. It is never a 100 meters race. So you need to prepare for it, okay? So I'll speak a little bit about technologies, future technology, because it's a tech day. And I come from a biotech industry, so I thought, why not we utilize this time and talk about some future technologies? You know, how, where we are, what do we stand, and how can we prepare ourselves? You know, what are the skills that may be required for you students to kind of jump to the next level. Now you are all millennials, correct? All of you are born after 2000? Correct? Yeah, I am generation X, I think. X or Y, I don't know what that is. Right, 80s to, I think, no, 65 to 80s is generation X. Probably your principal is X. I am Y, I think. 47. Up to 95 is Z, I think. 90 to 95 is Z. Huh? Gen Zs or millennials?
We are Gen Zs, sir. The generation before us is millennials.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I thought the other way around. 95 to 2000 is Z, I thought. Gen Z, no? Whatever it is. We call you as millennials. As an industry, we have a lot of problems with you guys. I'll tell you why. You come from an instant generation, correct? Everything is on instant. It was not like that for us. So I'll start with a small story. You can go to the next slide. When my dad applied to buy a scooter in 1970s, right? He had to wait for 4 years to get his scooter, Bajaj Chetak, right? When I was in lower schools. When I came to college like you, in BSc, we applied for a telephone line and it took us 3.5 years to get the telephone line. Right? One landline. That was so exciting to get a landline at that time. Now you don't even see landlines anywhere. Correct? So it took 3.5 years to get that landline. In 1987, I think we got a connection. 87, 88, we got a connection. I was in BSc. And I remember calling, I had 3 best friends. All of them will be upset if I didn't call them first when I got the connection. So I called my friend A and I said, I'm calling you first. Friend B and I said, same thing, calling you first. Friend C I called and I said, I'm calling you first. Thank God I did not have any girlfriends, otherwise, right, at that time. You know the challenges of managing people. That is a very important skill. Probably the second most important skill that you all have to learn is people management. First is communication. We will get there. And why that is important also I'll tell you. Okay? So what changed next? I think there are a lot of next. I'll keep telling you, we keep running it. So I'm using very little text and I'm talking more because I don't want you to read. The skill of a presenter is, I tell you how we are all. First you sit and listen. That is the stage you are all in. Second is you start making slides or start making notes and you read. That is your second stage of your presentation skills. And that's what your teachers do. The third stage is you don't look at presentations, you talk to the audience and you have something text, image, whatever there. That is the third stage. And the fourth stage is what you see big politicians and top leaders do. They don't do any presentations. Have you ever seen Modi doing presentations? He doesn't do presentations. They simply talk and engage the audience. That is the fourth stage. So I am graduating from third to fourth. So you have to bear with me for some confusions there. Right? So public speaking is also a skill. It's a very, very important skill. Communication, ability to communicate to your your audience and hold their attention itself is a big skill. And if you're good in it, you're going to be a leader of some company or some organization tomorrow. Leadership skills, a part of it is about public speaking, it's about communication, it's about how well you can engage people and retain them in your team, right? All of you need fans, correct? Who doesn't want fans? Anybody here who doesn't want fans? Somebody is trying to lift their hand, no? You put it down. Okay. Anyway, all of us need fans, correct? All of us need recognition. You remember my earlier talk? Everybody dies for recognition. People kill themselves. IAS officers after retirement commit suicide. Why? Because nobody gives a damn about them after they retire. Only when they are in power, everybody goes. After that, who cares about that fellow? Even if he is a farmer DC, I don't give a damn about him. Right? If you ask next by, you don't care. But whereas your teachers, you recognize. You respect them. Teachers always have that respect till they die. There are always students who will come and respect them, right? So each job brings its own challenges. So that was the story. Now there are a couple of technology disruptions that has happened which has made our life easy, right? Government technology disruption, what has happened is, I'll tell you a story about Aadhaar. All of us have Aadhaar, correct? I'll tell you how Aadhaar is used as a disruptive technology by Jio and Zerodha to change the way we do business, okay? Now, after GST came, the taxation system became uniform across the country. There is commerce students, that's why I included that intentionally, because you understand this very well. Because it became uniform across the country, I can sell from anywhere to anywhere. I can move my goods from place to place, taking whatever that is, to cross the border, right? And because GST is there, e-commerce became easy. Because e-commerce became easy, you started buying whatever you want, wherever you are, getting it, right? Similarly, Aadhaar changed everything. Now I don't have to go to bank to open an account. I can sit in my home and open an account. If you want a SIM card, all you have to do is go online or go to an Airtel office, give your thumbprint, and your SIM card is ready. Correct? Otherwise, there was no way to identify your identity. Who you are, what you are, how do they know? Now with your fingerprint, they know who you are. They know what you are. If we can implement the same technology into both system, many cases will come down dramatically. Because the moment people know you are a fraud, people will not do business with you. Right? That is where CIBIL comes into picture. You have heard of CIBIL? CIBIL scores? If you don't have a proper CIBIL score, you will not get a loan. This existed from long time ago in US. That is why very little frauds happen in US. Big time frauds. In India, it happens rampant frauds. Why? Because not everything is linked to CIBIL. If I have to take a house for rent in US, I need a CIBIL score. If I have to take a mobile phone connection, I need a CIBIL score. If I don't have the capacity to pay, I cannot get anything financial transaction. If police catches my vehicle parked in the wrong place, I need a CIBIL score to get it out. If I have to get an admission, hospitalization and insurance has to cover me, CIBIL score is required. Every financial transaction from a rupee to $1 million, you need a CIBIL score. That is what is happening in our country too. So very soon financial frauds will become more difficult. Because now you have Aadhaar, and that is linked to your bank card, which is linked to your CIBIL score. Now everything you do in finance is somebody sitting there and watching in the background. That means technology. Technology is watching you. Nobody is sitting and watching you. Technology is recording every time you don't pay credit card bills, it records there. You skip your EMI, it records there. You do some other loans and you are not paid, it records there. And based on that, you get a score. The higher score you will have, easy to get a loan. Same, the colleges have the same problem. The higher the NAC ranking, easy to get funding. The lower the rank ranking, nobody wants it. Either students want to join, nor they will get funding. So scoring is becoming a technology everywhere. It is getting in everywhere. Financial system is getting in there, right? Education system is getting in there. Everywhere the scoring and ranking is becoming a standard practice. That has disrupted. Now, next comes blockchain. You have all heard about cryptocurrencies, correct? Cryptocurrencies originated because of a blockchain technology. Because every currency is linked with a code. And that code next owner will be added to that. So there is a chain. You can't skip it. You can't do fraud there. So if I like anybody can steal my rupee notes, right? But cryptocurrency you can't steal because my name is attached. I am the last owner. You can't sell it without my permission. Because of the blockchain technology, now blockchain is getting into pharmaceutical supply so that we know where. If I have given the map, both my name and her name is written there. So nobody can steal it. And you need to verify. So blockchain technology has dramatically changed the way we do business. All these technologies have dramatically changed the way we do business in the last 10, 20 years, right? We are talking about technology. How Jio and Zerodha used Aadhaar. When Jio launched, if you have to get a mobile phone connection, before that, you have to go to Airtel office, you have to give your PAN card or whatever, identity proof and everything, give a photo, everything and get a connection. That connection won't happen same day, it won't get activated same day, 3 hours next day it will get activated, whatever it is, you have to add a waiting time. Now when Jio launched, it wanted to acquire a lot of customers quickly. What did they do? They used the Aadhaar verification system, biometric verification system. They said, okay, I am Dharma Prasad, I have an Aadhaar number. If to prove that it is me, I have a fingerprint, right, which can be verified. So Jio developed the system where I can go or Jio guy can come to me and all he has to do is in a mobile phone he has an app connected to a fingerprint reader, right? All I have to do is put in my Aadhaar number and verify my fingerprint. So that means it verifies it is me and they can give me the card. Because CIBIL score everything is kind of attached, they could immediately look up online and say, okay, my identity is correct, my address is correct, it is me, and my photograph is also there. So they captured all the data from Aadhaar and they said, okay, here is your SIM card. The entire life of getting a phone number became instant and easy. And they went around and they just marketed like crazy and acquired a huge number of customers. In addition to that, they gave it free. Beginning. Now they charge you a lot more money, but they gave it free to acquire the customer. This is what most of the competitive companies do. When Coca-Cola launched in India, Torino was selling for 12 rupees. Coca-Cola said, I'm selling for 10 rupees. Torino could not reduce the price from 12 rupees. They could manage 11 rupees because if they sold it at 10 rupees, they would do loss. They would go on the loss. Coca-Cola had big pockets. They said, okay, fine, I'm losing money, no problem. I'll kill the market. They killed every other competitor in the market because nobody could sell for 10 rupees. They raised it to 12 rupees or they reduced the volume of the Coca-Cola. It doesn't matter because there is no competition. So one of the ways companies compete is on the pricing, sometimes on acquisition. Nobody can compete with Asian Paints because of its distribution network. Anywhere you go, you can get an Asian Paint. They have established that network. Nobody new can establish that network. It's very difficult to do that, right? So some companies have overcome and they said, okay, we'll not bother about intermediaries. We'll directly go to the customer. Ola is selling directly to the customer. Tesla sells directly to the customer. I don't want intermediaries. You are a customer, I'll market to you. You come online, book my car, I'll deliver it to your home. Service, I'll come to your home, take the car, service it, and give it back to you. So to disrupt these technologies, companies have to come up with new ways of doing business, right? So it's very different. Now, similarly, Zerodha, you have heard of Zerodha?
Yes, sir.
Right? Investment platform, new age investment platform, ICICI Direct and a lot of other banks had their stockbroking platform. When Zerodha came into picture about, they existed 10 years ago, but they became more popular 3-4 years ago. They did the same thing like Jio. They used Aadhaar, right? If you want to open a Zerodha account, now everything you can do sitting at home. You don't have to go to any office. At home, online, you log in, you put in your Aadhaar number, OTP will come, you verify it, and your identity is done, right? Then you give a bank account number, OTP will come, you verify that also, and everything is done. So you don't even have to sign. So the government of India passed a special rule saying that you don't need a physical signature. A digital signature is good enough. So you upload your digital signature, you upload your digital photo, your account is open. This is what banks are doing, right? Because of these technologies, platform technologies, a revolutionary change happened in the way we do business. Because of these changes, you became an instant generation. Anybody who is born after 2000s I've never seen a landline, right? You will rarely go to bank to do banking business. Most of it happens on phone, isn't it? Right? Next, please. So, you want to watch movies, you will never stand in queue. Right? Any of you stood in queue? Any of you bought in black? Very early, isn't it? When we were young, like you in colleges, we used to stand in queue. We have bought in black tickets, right? And now Book My Show takes care of all of your stuff, isn't it? Again, even going there, you can watch on Netflix, Amazon Prime, right? Hotstar. Anything is instant. You want to watch a movie now, right? Now you can watch a movie, right? So streaming. Similarly, purchases. E-commerce has made everything easy. I don't have to go to Ashok Road, Devarajas Road to buy anything, right? Maximum, all you can do is go and buy your, try your dress in trends. Don't buy there. Go online and buy for less price. Correct? Go and try your shoes. Everything fits fine. Go back home, take a picture. Buy online. It comes to your home. Why you want to go? You won't believe it. I have a first class online e-commerce education company, and we sell a lot of stuff, including Prasad. There are a lot of people who buy color paper from me. Color paper. See, they can't get color paper in their city. They can't. They are too busy. They live in an apartment. They go to office, come back to home. They can't stop in between, park somewhere, go to a stationery store, buy color paper. It's difficult. I asked somebody who is an IPS officer's wife, I said, why do you buy this kind of stuff online? She said, I can't. I don't have time to stop somewhere to a stationery shop and buy some color paper to my child. Right? She'll rather buy online. It comes to my doorstep. Why should I go anywhere? Isn't it? Life is easy. Instant. Next day shipment. Many a times. You have a Prime member, free shipment. Oh, why do you bother? Isn't it? And the kind of variety of materials you get, you don't get it anywhere else. So, buying has become very easy. You depend on e-commerce. I depend on e-commerce. My e-commerce percentage of my total purchases in a month is going up. Offline purchases are going down. Right? Very soon we will have a lot of purchases done through e-commerce. No? Sooner or later. So the business is changed because technology is available for you to do that, right? Logistics. Similarly, delivery. Right? You want to eat food? I was talking to the NTR head who created NTR, Mr. Pai. And he said he was traveling to Italy and some people complained that they couldn't get Indian food in Italy. Long time, 40, 50 years ago. They couldn't get Indian food and they were complaining, they can't make everything at home. You can't get pani puri, in Italy or US. So he said, okay, let me have an idea, and he created NTR. Right, NTR Ready-Mix. NTR Ready-Mix came. They sold that company to a US company. US company thought, okay, this is going to expand, become a big market, and they invested 260 crores and bought NTR, right, instant food. And after 2 years, instant food market went down. Delivery market went down. New technology came, Zomato, Swiggy took over the market. Now, who buys instant mix and makes idli at home? You can rather order on Zomato, freshly made idli from mother, whether Mahesh Prasad or Nalpak or something like that, isn't it? This is better than that. That was better than that before. Right? So the technology changes and you adapt. If you don't adapt, you are nobody in the market. That is exactly what Kotak had a problem, right? So things evolve very fast. And because of the technology, we were able to do all these things. Now, if you want to eat anything, whatever you want to eat, jamun or pani puri or dosa or whatever, instant, right? You can get it. So transport, Ola, Uber, Ola, Auto, that you all know. Uber revolutionized the way transport is happening. You don't have to wait, you don't have to bargain with that auto fellow, 1.5, return this much, that much, nothing. You book online, it comes, it delivers to your place. Similarly, Swiggy, Genie. You want to buy some hardware, nails or something, you book a Genie and pay to that guy on Google Pay. He will ship the item, it will come to your home, you don't have to go anywhere. Right? So the delivery. Similarly, opinions. You want to have an opinion about your friend? Secret opinion, you can have a fake account. You want a frank opinion, you can do it in your own account. If you don't get a thumbs up in 1 hour, you will say, no thumbs up till now. Isn't it? That is the life we are living in. We are living only to please someone else. Because you want thumbs up, you want hearts. More hearts come, you are so happy. Wow, I'm so famous. Right? You'll be saying, oh, I have 2,500 friends on Facebook. Isn't it? Facebook has become old now, I think. Facebook is my generation. Your generation is all Insta. Isn't it? You are all in Insta now. So things are changing. But Twitter, Elon Musk hated Twitter so much now he bought the entire company. And he wants to change the rules of Twitter, right? So we are living in an era where opinions are instant. See, if I want to know how I feel today, I don't want to wait for them to collect all the feedback and give it to me. Your responses on some of these platforms, I will know. Right? I know instantly what is happening. So there are softwares which can analyze instant responses from you. In political rally, if there are 1,000 people sitting here and someone is speaking, a political leader, and all these people's location-wise data will be collected and they will search for what you are typing on Twitter and Facebook and whatever it is, Insta, whatever it is, what is the feedback you are giving, right? Based on your feedback, the software will collect the data and tell me what I should speak. Should I speak Kashmir? Should I speak, Rajiv Gandhi? Or should I speak BJP? Or should I speak some cow slaughter somewhere? What is the topic I should speak as a leader to attract your attention? Your data will tell. Real time. This is what people are adopting now in political rallies. Politics is no longer just about one fellow speaking. It is about your opinions being collected and delivered to me, and it will prompt in my broad table what I should speak. The topic will come and then I'll switch my topic and talk about what you are interested in. Right? So Metro said it's not just biotechnology, there will be commerce, there will be other students. I need to change my topic. If I'm going to talk about biotechnology, half of you will sleep. You will not understand. So I need to adapt to your requirement. It's not about you adapting my requirement. That era is gone. Right? So you, tomorrow when you speak publicly, you need to also understand who is your audience. Who is going to listen to you? Right? And accordingly cater to you. Most of you are in YouTube. Many of you will become a YouTuber someday. Right? There also it is important. Who is your audience? What is your target audience? Understand it, that becomes important. Finance typically also has become everything technology based now. I hardly go to bank. I hate traditional SBI kind of banks. I love ICICI kind of banks. Why? Because I don't have to go to bank to sign anything, stand in queue, get some money, whatever it is. Nothing. I hate them. Traditional people, my parents still would love to go and take their passport, get an entry done. I don't want it. Everything is on my laptop or my phone, right? You are at the stage you don't even want it, right? You will have everything on phones and everything will be prompted to you. You don't even have to go anywhere, right? That is why we call you as instant generation. You are a generation where everything is coming to you instantly, right? Whether it is finance, so you want the job also to be like that. Instantly you want to become a CEO of the company. First interview, I'll ask you, what do you want to become? I want to become CEO. Then you have to work for it, no? They say, no, I don't want to work for it. I come from an instant generation. I'll send an app, one message, and I'll become a CEO next time. What is the salary you want? I want 10 lakhs per month. Well, you have to work hard for it, no? First start from 10, go, climb up. No, I am from instant generation. I want 10 lakhs salary, I want to be CEO of this company. If you want to hire me, otherwise forget it. I'll go and sell Panipur. That makes more money. Have you seen Panipur stalls in Mysore? So many people will be studying there, isn't it? Sometimes that's better than working in a company for 15,000 rupees. Right? There's a lot of difference. So, there is an instant generation like you, right? What do we do? How do we take it forward? How is the industry changing so that you can adapt? Because you are instant generation, everything you get it instantly. Job doesn't happen that way. Companies doesn't happen that way. Technologies take time to evolve, right? So how do we look at that? Is what we are going to talk a little bit here, right? New businesses. I don't know if phones are allowed today, right? Are phones allowed? No? Some are saying yes. Today is allowed. Okay. Okay. I don't have my laptop connected, otherwise. How many of you use YouTube? All of you use YouTube. How many of you have a YouTube channel? Anybody? Yes, fantastic. You know how the analytics works in the background? Have you published something? Yes? YouTube. Have you looked at analytics in the background? How it works, no? I wanted to show you live, but my Disha Dioxide is my daughter. Her pen name is Disha Dioxide. She is Disha Prasad. She writes songs and she sings songs. And we have recorded songs. There are 3 songs in her channel. Go to the channel, check it out. Subscribe, please. At least that much who can help me. I'm marketing my daughter. Now I wanted to show you how the analytics works in the background, but because our song needed some video reworking, we have not released it yet. There is a new song which is coming up. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted to show.
Sir, it's in LinkedIn also.
Yeah, all of them. You won't believe it. Today you are sitting here and talking to me. We both are here in this room. Google knows. Dr.Dharma knows everything. And Rajalakshmi will guide you where to go. Right? We call the Google map as Rajalakshmi because it tells you where to take left and where to take right. We all friends are just like you are names, we also are names. So boys are also good, okay? Anyway, so the idea is I wanted to show you the analytics how it works. Right? This is the channel. The song will be released in a couple of days. Once the video is launched, please subscribe. I'll know it has come from STM. Because I don't know subscribers. The moment I log in from the publisher side, right, I will know how many are currently watching, how many are watched in the last 48 hours, how many are watching on their phone, how many are watching on their laptops, what is your age group, where are you watching from, right, how long did you watch that video? I mean, not individually, in general. I will get an entire idea whether people are watching from India. In India, which state are they watching from, right? How long did they watch? How did they come to that site? How did they come to Disha Dioxide? Did you all search for Disha Dioxide or you are watching some other video it was suggested by YouTube, right? What percentage was suggested you came online, right? So that entire analytics in the background I will know. Sitting there, I will know what is happening in that video. Is that going viral? How many of you share? How many of you subscribe? How many of you unsubscribe? Also I'll get a data, right? Because I did not launch the video, I could not show you. Otherwise I would have connected my laptop and showed you how it works in the background. There is technology. The moment you log into any website, same analytical technology will tell you how long did you stay on what page. Yeah, sorry.
Sir, I have that in LinkedIn.
Yeah, same thing. That's fine. You know it fantastic. You can show to the others. I'll not spend time on that. So the idea is, the moment you go to a website, which website to which website you came, how long did you stay, how many pages did you browse, right? Which portion of the website you actually read, right? It's not like, you can read your eyes, but you will guess. So the entire analytics is in the background. And Google is tracking. So, if Reliance Jio wants to market you, it will know what I will check. So, many times what happens when I am searching for something, it will suggest me hair transplantation, hair oil and all this kind of stuff. I don't know how Google knows I am bald. Right? Probably it looked at my photos and said, oh, you are bald, you need hair oil. It will give me hair oil suggestions. My wife does all the search, it will only clothes will come to her. Clothes suggestion, no hair oil suggestion will come. Right? So that means all the technology is tracking in the background what you are doing. Same thing Facebook, same thing Insta. They want you more online, so they will track it. At 5:45 p.m. my phone will tell time to go home. Google will tell time to go home and your road is free of traffic. It knows I go at this time to my home. Where is my home? Where is my office? It knows, right? Everything is being tracked. So that is about YouTube and tracking. That is a new technology that is happening in the background. The companies buy this data and they will understand what is the buying pattern of me, what is the buying pattern of my students, what is the buying pattern of SDF college students. So accordingly they will cater advertisements to you. That is how Facebook is making money, that is how Google is making money, right? Now the next technology which is coming, you know about the Industrial Revolution 1, 2, 3, 4? You know what is Industrial Revolution 1.0? What happened in Industrial Revolution 1? It's become a steam engine. Right? Until steam engine came into picture in late 1970s and early 1800s, right? We were doing everything manual. So the technological revolution started with steam engine. Because of steam engine, we had trains, we could move. Because of steam engine, they could have cotton ginning machines. So machines which could do some work, right? So the technology started with technology, Industrial Revolution 1.0 because of steam engine. Now, coming to early 1900s, the technology changed. There is a second revolution which happened in Industrial Revolution, technology. Yeah, printing machine was one of them. Electricity was the main. Electricity drove the second Industrial Revolution. Whatever we are doing based on steam became electrified. Because of electricity, of course, printing machine already existed, became faster. Telegram started. So communication started at its nascent stage, right, in second Industrial Revolution. What happened in third Industrial Revolution? 2000s, we came to 2000, information technology, computers, chips everything became digitalized, right? Everything became digital. We were writing and now we are typing. So that is third Industrial Revolution. What is happening in Industry 4.0? Fourth Industrial Revolution? Yes? What is happening right now? Right now we are in fourth Industrial Revolution. Connectivity, machine talking to machine, artificial intelligence. How artificial intelligence is happening? AI cannot happen without data, right? You need data. Yeah, that all happens next. First is data collection. First you need to collect data. No, I need to know I am in here, right? How do I collect it? The sensors. Right? There are geographic GPS sensors in my phone, so it will tell me where I am, where I am going to where I am. What is my body temperature? Sensors. What is the industrial? See, in the industrial complex, there are a lot of machines running. If something is drilling something, I want to know how many days that driller will last, so that I can replace it. So I can order and keep the stock ready. So I can replace it. See, if I know what color of dress you are all going to wear this year, this season, I can stock that particular color dress, correct? Otherwise you will say, I don't like it, you will not buy it, right? If green is the trend, which is the current trend is I think green, isn't it? Any shop you go, everything is green, correct? Do you agree with me? I was recently in Bangalore and everything has become green. All boys really used to wear green, isn't it, my friend? Green was not our choice of color. But it's becoming everything green, everything t-shirt, pant, shirt, everything is becoming green. And very soon will not become gold dust. Isn't it? Wearing orange pant, green shirt or whatever it is, right? So that trend is decided based on your background data collection. This data collection is the fourth industrial revolution. That is called Internet of Things. Internet of Things is ability for a sensor installed in a company somewhere to get the data on a daily basis and feed it to a common portal. So looking at the portal, I will know whether my freezer is maintaining my temperature or not, what time the worker came, what time the worker went, how many units of that particular material is being made, when is that machine going to break or something, so that I can order the parts and keep it ready. This entire system is being managed by a single software. Right? Then there are building management systems. It will record how much power is being used currently, how much water is being used. You won't believe it, there are trackers in your home. If you have a smart home, you can install water flow monitors. What time you get up and flush your toilet, I can know. If I install water. Because every time you flush, water will flow now. The moment water flows, I know somebody has woken up in that particular house. Correct? So how many liters of did you flush it once or twice, I will know. Because once means 2 liters, twice means 4 liters will flow. And if two people use 2 different bathrooms, I will know again. Right? That is the modern system that is happening. Because of these sensors installed in these factories, I will know what is happening in the factory. Talking about home because it is easy for you to understand. Same thing happens in an industrial setup. Freezers are the maintaining temperature. Nobody has to go and check and say, okay, it is maintaining temperature or not. It will be recorded online and it will be on my phone. I can plug in and see. CCTV, I can stand here and watch my home. whether it is secure or not. The moment somebody opens a window, I'll get an alarm saying your window is open. Somebody puts on a gas, I know somebody has switched off the gas. Somebody uses water, I will know. Right? That is called Internet of Things. So that and sensors is revolutionizing next. And the analytics, I already told you, the moment the data comes to me, I have to analyze it now. If somebody is walking into trends and how many of them walked in and how many of them bought, how many of them went back without buying, the data will be analyzed. And the moment you entered, where did you go? Which side did you go? Did you go to women's section, men's section, western section, Indian section? Friends will know. Mukesh Ambani will know what you are doing. Right? You will not sit and analyze. And just say the system is built to analyze this. Right? That analytics is built into big data. That is called big data. That means there is a lot of data that needs to be analyzed. Right? That needs to be analyzed that makes sense of it. Okay. Should I put vanilla flavored ice cream in the front aisle or in the back aisle? Right? The moment you enter into a shop, there are a lot of small things kept near to your entrance, correct? And most important thing, most sold item will never be kept in the front. You know why?
Because everyone will ask for that when it is not shown.
No, that is second.
In the beginning, they will not see the other thing.
Correct. What is the purpose of retail? They want to attract you for one stuff and sell you 10 stuff. That is retail industry, correct? So if they keep vanilla ice cream in the front, what you will do? You will go buy vanilla ice cream and get out of the shop. You will not see anything else. And what do we do? Because of that, the most sold item, which is vanilla ice cream, they will kept in the back. Now you have to go through everything. Why you will say, hey, that is interesting. What are the buy one? Oh, this mango is good. So you have not to go to one stuff. But what you do? You buy 10 stuff. This is exactly what Big Bazaar does. Or Lane Smart does. Right? They will give you one discount for one small item. You will go to buy one item which has that discount. But while you are buying that discounted item, you will also buy smaller items which are overpriced. So at the end of the day, the company will make say profit. Or they will remove the sticker and put one sticker which is 10% extra price. And they will say 10% discount. You will think you are getting discount. Actually, you are not getting discount. You are actually paying more. These are the tricks that is used because they understand you. The more they understand you, the more the companies can develop technologies which can deliver. Okay? That is what happens in big data and AI. Artificial intelligence is nothing but understanding this data and catering to you in a more understandable format. That's it. Don't get scared of AI. AI is nothing but a technology which analyzes the data and gives you in a more understandable format. Then what is the next technology? 3D printing. All of you know 3D printing technology? Correct? Do you know what 3D printing technology is? You know what Israel is doing? Israel is printing your burger buns using 3D printers. Very soon you will have meat which is 3D printed delivered to you in the next 10 years. When you are in my age, you will not be eating chicken coming from chicken farm, you will be eating chicken from a 3D printer. Probably KFC will have a 3D printer, which will print chicken the moment you order and give it. That is the new technology which is coming. In 10 years it will be here. They have already figured out how to make a mussel, but they have not yet figured out how to get the texture. Color they have figured out, the layers and everything. They are unable to get the texture of a meat, for example. I am saying. The moment they figure that out, vegetarian meat will come, colorful meat will come, it will be flavored like crazy, all of them will happen. And sooner or later, in next probably 10 years, you will all be eating 3D printed meat. Because it's easy, cost effective, rather than growing an animal, killing it, storing it, and all those things. Very soon, in maybe 20 years, you will have your tablets printed at your home using 3D printers. Right? The technology prediction is so much, you will not buy any material from your e-commerce. You will go to a Xerox shop, which will be a 3D printer shop, and tell him, I want this plug. He will print a plug and give it. You go to Xerox shop, correct? Nowadays, what do you do there? You give some book or some document and say, give me copies of that. What will you do in the future? You will go and say, I want this plug. You will download the plug data from online, e-commerce sites. You pay some money to it. He will print the plug in front of you, give it. Sooner or later, we will have Xerox shops which will become 3D printer shops. Not immediately, in 20 years. By the time you are my age, you will see these two technologies. This is coming, right? This is the technological revolution happening, right? And then there is continuous innovation. That means companies have not finished any product. If you are buying a two-wheeler, they are constantly innovating and improving the two-wheeler. So every time, every year new iPhone comes. Every year new, OnePlus phone comes or Samsung phone comes. But they are constantly innovating. They cannot sit quiet and say, I have made a Bajaj Chetak scooter, I am happy. I will sell it for next 10 years. It doesn't work now. Because you are from instant generation. You want instant technologies. You want everything instant, so they have to evolve. So continuous innovation is happening in countries. And then, because all these are happening, you cannot do everything on your own. You need collaborators. Right? You need to collaborate. iPhone has to make a phone, it has to collaborate with 10 different other companies so that they can improve it. Right? Because you are not smart in every field now. So you need people. Because you need collaborators, you need to be good in people management and communication. That is where these skills come into picture. Why we need it? Because technology is changing. Because the way we do business is changing. So we need to acquire these skills, right? And then, unless there is a story or a social cause attached to your product, you will not buy it. If they say this, I bought it from a poor artisan and sell it to you, you will buy it. But if it is from a multinational company, you will not buy it. Right? Unless the company is doing something for social cause, you don't want to buy their product. Correct? That is the problem of millennials, which was not there in my generations. So things are evolving, people are evolving, cultures are evolving, technologies are evolving. So that is what is changing. Now, I'll give you how things are changing now. Up to about 1980s, 1990s, the richest people, who were the richest people? Landlords, correct? In a village, in a town, anywhere, landlords were the richest people. They had the biggest land, they were growing a lot of grain, they were making maximum money. Now who are the richest people? Most of them are technology companies. You look at Jeff Bezos, you look at Elon Musk or anybody in India. Of course, petroleum industry is moving into Reliance Jio. Now Jio is becoming retail, and he's getting into tech. Why he has realized petroleum is no longer he's going to have money, right? So there are a lot of tech industries, dons who have created these technologies, who are the richest people. What will come next? Where is Adani and Ambani investing all their money?
On petroleum.
No, not
Pipes.
petroleum. New energy, solar energy, wind energy, water energy, whatever, new energy, it's called new renewable energy. Petroleum is outdated, it will die in the next 20 years, right? How many of you who, drive an electric two-wheeler now? It's becoming the thing. The most sold car is an Exxon EV right now, right? Why? Because it's the only car available with that kind of a budget, electric. All of us are moving electric, right? My home is run by solar. Sun runs my home. I don't have a KEB connection at all. Zero. My entire home is run on solar power, right? So many of your homes will be run by solar power. You will not connect to grid, right? No, forget KEB. Let them die. With the kind of service and power cuts and all they are doing, I don't want them. I rather want my own power. Right? I'll run any kind of equipment I want on my own power, right? So things are changing from technology to new energy, right? Renewable energy. That's why you see Adani investing huge amount of money on solar plants. Ambani getting into buying companies which are making solar panels. Everybody in the world is getting into new energy. Because see, the moment you are using technology, you need power. Where will you buy power from? Right? Power has become everything now. Without phone, you can't live. What does phone need? Power. End of the day. You want to drive, you need power. Right? You want to fly very soon, you will need power. For everything, you need power. Industries need enormous power, right, to run their companies. So everything is becoming power-based, so industries are shifting into new energy. Right? New energy, renewable energy, solar, wind, and all those things. Then from there, new energy, the next technology industry that will happen is IoT and artificial intelligence. Industry of Internet of Things, these are sensors, and artificial intelligence industry will take over. As soon as that takes over, the moment artificial intelligence is capable enough to understand and deliver you stuff, robotics will take over. Robotics is the next industry which is going to come, right? Until 1980s, for a very long time, landowners used to be there. Technology industries from 80s to maybe 2040 or something, right? After that, it's all going to be new energy for next 20 years. After that, it's all going to be IoT, AI for next 20, 30 years. Now, the change will happen very fast. It will not take for 100 years for the next industrial revolution. It will happen in 20 years. Every 20 years, a new industry will come up and become the peak, right? Why I am telling this? Because you are young. You are going to go to jobs in next 10 years, 20 years. Your job is going to peak in your 30s, 40s in the next 20 years. So you need to be ready for these industries. Don't forget the old industries. Industry is not going to work the way it is working right now. You need to be prepared for this set of industries. The moment robotics happen, immediately after that is going to be biotechnology. Right? Why biotechnology? Because by then we would have figured out how to make a lungs and a kidney. If kidney fails, you go to a shop and buy a new kidney and get it fixed. Yeah. Easy, no? Like you go to a dentist, one teeth comes up, another teeth you get it. If you want to get rid of all of them, make a beautiful teeth. Close up smile. That will become easy soon. You don't like your head, you can change it maybe. One day. Maybe in 100 years, maybe you can change it, right? Then you have to deal with it. So the biotechnology will come. By then we would have figured out regenerative medicine. We would have figured out a lot of technology. Like I was telling you, the field technology. There's a technology where computers can predict diseases better than a pathologist. Right? Computers can see a lot of your scans, like MRI scans or X-ray scans, and it can tell you what kind of disease you have. Or you can look at the tissue samples of cancer tumors and can tell you whether you have a cancer or not. Right? So the computers are capable of doing a better job than human beings. The robotic surgeries have started. Somebody can sit in the US and do a surgery in Mysore. Right? So things are evolving in biology as fast as any other place. Because of that, biotechnology will become a dominant industry in maybe 50, 60 years down the line. So these are technologies which are changing. This is the future of technologies. Right? So you guys sitting here listening to this lecture have to start thinking, how can I be adapted to this industry? How can I improve my skills so that I can get into these industries and become big, dominant, right? Whether you start your own company, you join a company, or you join a company which is growing in that particular field, you will have to figure it out, right? Okay, next please. Now, what are the changes we are seeing in technology enabled one? In the future, the jobs are going to be something called gig economy. Anybody heard of this word, gig economy? Not heard of it yet. If you want to design something now, a brochure or something, you know what happens now? We go to a designer and tell him, and that manager of the designing firm, he will have employees sitting all over the country designing the stuff, and then he sends it back and he gives you the design. It's no longer like sitting next to him and getting the design done. Journalism, what is happening? There are a lot of journalists, freelancers who are all over the country who will record a story and sell it to the newspaper. Newspaper will buy story to story. It will not have employees spread all across the country. It will have freelancers who will give it to 3 different newspapers. They'll collect the story, put it on the newspaper and show it to you. Right? So things are happening in a distributed fashion. Similarly, IT industry, you saw in the last 2 years what happened, work from home. Correct? Biology is very difficult to do work from home. Maybe we will figure it out. But a lot of industries are moving away from office work to work from home. That means you can sit anywhere and do your work. If you can do that, why would you sit in Mysore? You can go to Paris and do the same thing, no? Or go to Goa beach and do the same work, correct? Correct? Given an option, will you do that? I will do that. I'll sit at the Eiffel Tower and work. next day I will go to Italian beach and work. Why not? Because I'm getting paid same amount. Why I should buy a house, get stuck in Mysore, right? Travel to the office, forget all those. I do work wherever I can, right? I will have more experience. I can travel and work. Pleasure, come business. Correct? What do you do that? That is exactly what is going to happen in a lot of industries. A lot of industries, the work culture is going to be disrupted and becoming like gig economy. That means you need money this month. You will work for this month. Whatever project, you take the project, do the work, complete the project. That's it, you get the money and now you are off to San Francisco or Belize or something like that, right? And then again you want to work, after that you again get a project, do the work and move on. So the work culture, from a concentrated, centralized office work, it is getting distributed. Your teachers are making videos and putting it online last 2 years. How many of you came to college? Nobody came. Correct? The same thing is going to become more and more. Now, colleges will start putting videos online. You will attend the videos, write an exam online, get a degree also online. Then why do you want to come to college other than for your friends? The only reason you come to college is to meet your friends. Otherwise you wouldn't even come to college, correct? So things are evolving and becoming, that is called a gig economy. That means you will get a gig means a work, right? Do the work and move on to the next one. And then you can do wherever you are sitting and do the work, right? That is what is changing. Design, journalism, fintech, education, everything is getting disrupted. Technology is changing. So you don't need to adapt to that kind of a culture, right? If you are doing that, why would you buy a house? You are not going to stay in Mysore. Why you need a house? You can stay wherever you are. Airbnb, you book your room for 1 month, you go and stay there, work, move from there to somewhere else, right? Similarly, because you are not in one place, you don't need a car either, right? You will not buy a car. You will have wherever you are, wherever you are, and travel to wherever you want. No house, no car. So the automobile industry will drop, your real estate industry will drop, right? Because you are not going to buy a house. And it's going to be so expensive to buy a house, you will not be capable of affording. Many of you will not be able to buy a house in a big city, right? In Bangalore, New York, most of these cities become unaffordable. Cost is so high, you have to pay for 30 years, you will say, I'll rather stay in a rented place and keep moving, live in a suitcase rather than getting stuck to one place. Soon you may change relationships also. You will marry somebody and divorce him and marry someone else. Sooner or later, you like it, dislike it, things will change. Evolution will happen. Culturally also it will change. It will all influence on culture also. And then we will have competition from unknown sectors. Right? Technology. The simple example everybody gives is Kodak. How many of you know about Kodak? They used to make films for taking photographs, right? The films used to come. When I was like you in college, in MSc, we would take a clickable camera, buy that roll, put that roll inside the camera, drag it on this side, and hook it up so that you can turn it, close it, make it very tight, and start shooting. Every time you shoot, you have to turn the wheel, right? That was manual cameras long time. Kodak was a big player at that time. They were making cameras, they were making reels, right? They were also making a lot of automatic cameras and all those things. In many of the functions, I did not put the reel properly on the other side, so it never turned. It was just sitting there. And then I went on through the photos. No photos came afterwards. So my classmates used to kick me for that. 1 or 2 functions I did that. So we had that challenge. And Kodak never realized that digital camera is going to come and kill its business. Now Kodak doesn't exist. It exists, but in a very small fashion, right? So now what happened? The digital cameras came. When I was after college or something like that, new era came. Everybody went into digital. No reels, no missing of photos, right? Everything you can see immediately, right? It's a big revolution. So people started buying digital cameras. Now, then smartphones came into picture. iPhone came, right? Digital camera business and industry got killed. Now everything moved on. Phones now. Who has digital cameras now? Right? It is so hard to have digital cameras, isn't it? You have everything phone. Phone can do more work than anything else, right? So industry has changed, technology has changed. Along with that, people have adopted. There are a lot of businesses went out of business because they could not recognize a competition will come from some other business. Like digital camera companies were not competing with Kodak before. They competed with Kodak. And mobile phone companies were not competing with digital cameras before. They competed and put them out. So new competitions will come, technologies will change. Similarly, ready to eat to deliver, right? Which I explained. FTR to delivery, Zomato now. So now apps and technologies have become middlemen. E-commerce, Ola, what does it do? It connects the taxi driver to a customer. What does Amazon do? A buyer to a seller. It just connects, that's it, right? So the intermediaries are being taken away. These agents and middlemen over there are taken away now. So the direct to seller to buyer is being connected. So the technologies are changing. Very soon, even farm products you can buy directly from a farmer rather than going through some 5 middlemen and paying all the money to all of them, right? In a lot of industries, including government services, middlemen are being taken away by technology. Technology will change. So you are part of technology, you will survive. If you are part of middlemen, who are like dealers, stockists, retailers, all these people will vanish sooner or later, right? Technology will change. Similarly, education. Wherever college I go, the management, I give them a simple question. Unless you make yourself competitive, if STM is not competitive in the next 5-10 years, many students will not join this college. Because you can go online course. You can get a degree online. Why you can come to college? And you will choose the college based on the ranking. Right? Based on the NAC or whatever ranking, based on your own perception ranking. Right? You choose the best of the college, no. That is why there are a lot of colleges and universities fighting to get their ranking up. Because if they are down, they'll vanish. I am telling you, my university will vanish sooner or later. Right? You will have other colleges who can adopt to the new requirement fast, will grow fast. Right? These traditional colleges who are still thinking traditional will go down in their value. Not many students. See, students are the ones who go and make the college better. The students are not there, what will the students do? So education also disruption is happening. Technology is changing. You can sit anywhere and get a degree and learn something new. Right? So these are the changes happening. Now my last slide. Oh, sorry, challenges are there. Okay. Now what does these technological changes bring into picture? What is the attention span of you? How long do you watch a video? I am asking you to watch inside dioxide video. No? It's a 3.5 minutes song video. Most of you will not watch more than 30 seconds. Isn't it? That is the fact. You can't help it. Right? Actual attention span, the average attention span is 10 seconds right now. It used to be some 2 or 3 minutes when I was young. It used to be, a couple of minutes earlier, right? Many a times you will be sitting in a theater watching KGF 2 and you will be looking down, how long is over, how much more is left. Like computer, no? You will be expecting a scroll down. 3 hours more, 2 hours more. You will get bored, you will be looking down. Isn't it? We are so used to it. We don't have patience. Our attention span has come down. Our attention span gone from a letter to an email, right? To a WhatsApp message, to a Twitter now. Our attention span is only 140 words or 40 letters, that's it. We can't read more than that. So if your teacher asks you to study 2-page some topic, you will have read only 1 paragraph. Isn't it? So when you apply for a job, what happens if you write a 2-page letter to me, I'll not even read your email. I'll say, okay, when I have time, I'll read, but I'll never read. Right? So things are changing, things are evolving. So you need to adapt. What is attention span is coming down. Right, in general. And then leadership is changing from intelligence to emotion. Today's leaders are, if you want technology company leaders, they don't have to go to technology companies. They can go to an arts company, arts college and hire a leader, hire a CEO, right? Because technology anybody can sell. Leadership is not easy. It's no longer intelligence. Intelligence is not that important. It's the emotion that is important. How do you feel for others? How much empathetic are you to others? To your colleagues, to your co-workers, to your managers, to your subordinates? How good are you with people? How many fans do you have? Within the company is more important than how smart you are. That's why I say people management is extremely important. How good are you with your friends? Becomes extremely important in the current and future era. Creativity over clerical. Clerical means all entries, transactions. AI is going to do it. Right? Technology is going to do it. We don't need people for that. So people need to be more creative, problem solvers, right? So you need to become a problem solver. Similarly, consolidation is happening. How many telecom companies are there right now in India? How many are there? Airtel? Airtel. Connection. Jio? Vodafone? Very good. Anybody else? BSNL? You don't have BSNL now. It's already out of fashion. Wait, how many were there before? When you started getting connection, you don't have BSNL? But what else? No, it is there. But it's come down from how many number of companies? There were 10 companies before, isn't it? Now it has become 2 or 3. 2 dominant players and 2 informal players. That's it. Correct? Similarly, if you look at airline, we had a lot of companies. Now it's all coming down. Jet went out of business. SpiceJet is going very soon out of business. Right now, Tata has bought Indian Airlines and Air India and is consolidating. So Indigo, Air India, and maybe one more. Correct? Consolidation is happening. Similarly, in retail sector, we had Big Brother Futures, we had Reliance, we had so many other Nachana, more is brought about by Reliance. No. It is still suffering. Bitcoin is taken over by Reliance now. Right? Reliance took over the entire futures business. Right? Similarly, Amazon is invested in more. There were Namdari and there were so many others. Nilgiris, they are all here and there, 1 year and 1 there. Very soon they will not vanish. Consolidation is happening. 10 years ago, in the Indian stock market, right, there were 50 companies who were owning 70% of the market. Right now, it has come down to about 20 companies. 20 companies own about 70% of the Indian market. Right? In all industries, right, verticals, doesn't have to be retail. Why is that happening? It is happening because of technology. In the earlier generation, the big companies couldn't reach some village, some small town they could not reach because they did not have the people and bandwidth to reach there. So they were only selling to large, right, cities. Now because technology has enabled them to deliver anything to anywhere, I can send a soap from Mumbai to some village near Nanjangud, right? So large companies have started penetrating the market into deep rural areas. Like I said, somebody in Himachal Pradesh or Arunachal Pradesh will buy color paper from Mysore from me. Right? It goes to him on the way to his house. So now any large company can do the same now. Hindustan Lever can send anything to anywhere. Isn't it? So because of this technological change, penetration has happened. Because penetration has happened, large companies, because they are large and they are muscular, they can penetrate well and kill the smaller players. So consolidation is happening. That means there wouldn't be a lot of companies for you to choose in the future. Everything is getting consolidated into large behemoths, a couple of them. Right? So that is also changing. Because that is changing, income gap will also widen. Right now, in US or Europe, any developed market, there are 15 to 20 families which control greater than 50% of the economy. In developed market, India is going in the same way. In next 10 years in India, 15 to 20 families will control the 70% of wealth of our country. Only that, 15-20 companies. Right? Adani family, Ambani family, right? Birla family, right? Godrej family. Correct? Only these guys will have 70% of the wealth of our country controlled by only 15-20 families. Right? So because of that, income gap will increase. Poor will remain poor, rich will continue to become rich because the companies are also becoming large and big. Right? So there is an income gap. These are the challenges we are facing. Right? It is going to continue to face. Thank you. Next. So how can we be the best given this scenario? So I have told you what is happening, how things are evolving in technology, what are the challenges we are going to face in the future, right? How can you be prepared for it? Like I said, The first one which I want you to concentrate on is invest in self. Invest in yourself. Nobody can take that away. Right? If you invest in stock market, invest in bank, invest in somewhere else, people can take that away. If you invest in yourself, that means you enhance your talent, you enhance your knowledge, right? You improve your skills. That is very, very critical. Your circle of competence means, like Warren Buffett says, what can you understand? Right? How much can you understand and how much can you improve upon it? That circle of competence you need to enhance. You need to invest in yourself, taking new courses, coming here, listening to new people, getting some new perspective. Right? That's why I said you are better than 100 other people who did not know. Because if you are sitting at home, you are not getting anything. This is not the age to sit at home. This is the age to go out, risk yourself, experience, learn something new. So that you can be better tomorrow than 100 other people who are going to apply for the same job. Right? Don't tell me tomorrow that I am not getting job. I never went through a formal interview and I am a CEO of a multinational company. Why? Because I pre-analyzed. Before I applied, I analyzed everything. I understood where the requirement is. How can I go there? How can I apply? How can I reach them? How many of you have LinkedIn profile? Not bad. Many colleges not even want to have LinkedIn profile. It's extremely important for your future. It's not Facebook, it's not Instagram. Nobody is going to look at your Instagram and give you a job. You are all going to apply for job in next 2 years. Right? So that means your LinkedIn profile should be pakka. Without looking for, the moment you apply and you want to hire you, we will do a Google search of your name. I want to see what kind of funny videos and photos you have online. If you are smiling, you got to get rid of those photos. Right? Your online presence is visible to everybody. Be very smart in what you put out, because it's going to create trouble for you. Right? So you need to manage, just like you manage your outlook now, you have to manage your digital outlook also, which is your Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn, all this kind of stuff, right? So you need to be a person for that particular profile. I can see commerce students wearing a jacket. Why do they wear a jacket? Why profession? Finance industry is a formal industry. Finance industry is a formal industry. That means they expect you to be formal. If you are going to ask money, better wear a tie. If you don't have a tie, nobody will give you money. Understood this much. If you are in tech industry, what is your profile? Casual, shorts, slippers, doesn't matter, no? Tech industry CEOs and all you see, not many of them wear a jacket. They are in t-shirts, many a time. Correct? Why? Because technology is about thinking, about doing something. So they don't care about formal wear. Formal is not important. Because I am a CEO of a company, I am obliged to wear this. I don't have to. But if I have to look formally, present to you myself, I have to present myself in that way. Correct? So these expectations exist in a culture. If you are in the east coast of US, you have to be formal because most of the finance industry is in New York. If you are on the west coast of the country, on the California side, you don't have to wear any jacket to any meeting because technology industries are all on the west coast. Understand? So this cultural difference is something that you need to understand for the future. So you adapt to it, right? So that becomes very important. So communication becomes extremely important. Like I said, in all the technologies, all the industries, all the evolution that I said, single most important skill that is required is communication. For the ability for you to communicate. Written, verbal, public communication, personal communication. Extremely important, right? Next most important is probably your attitude and emotional intelligence. How well can you manage yourself? How well can you handle people? People management skills become very extremely important, right? And then of course your energy and self-management. That means how well do you manage yourself? Because if you have to manage other people, first you have to manage yourself. No, your emotions you need to manage so that you can understand others' emotion and respond to them. If you want to become a good people manager, You need to understand yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What can you handle well? What cannot you handle well? Right? You need to understand and all to it. That becomes extremely important. And one thing which we don't teach in India, which we don't have to a lot of extent in India, is integrity. You cannot become a CEO or a top executive of a company if you are not good in integrity. ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡೋರು ಯಾರು CEO ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ನೀನು ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. CEO ಅಥವಾ ಟಾಪ್ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಸ್ಥಾನ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ನಂಬಬಹುದ ನಿನ್ನ, that is the first question they ask. So you can see a lot of your seniors and friends jumping from one company to another company every 2 years, 3 years now. They will never become CEOs of any company. I am telling you. CEO needs integrity. CEO needs ability to stay in one place and prove yourself. Not jump from one company to another company for 500 rupees more salary. That will not work. Right? If you want to grow to the top echelon of any company, CXOs, right? CEO, CFO, CTO, CFO, any of these top leadership companies, you need to be good in integrity. That means most of them. Right? Integrity should be good, and you should be capable of staying in one place and proving yourself, rather than jumping from one place to another place every 3 years, 5 years, and not showing your true colors, right? So that integrity becomes extremely important when you grow up, right? And then of course social intelligence, like I said, society, how you pursue, perception of yourself, are you good, bad, right? To the public is also very, very important. And then I think one is investing on yourself, right? The next richest people is own a business. One is invest, then is start your own business, right? If you want to become extremely rich or if you want to grow, you need to start a business. Most of the richest people anywhere, not only in India or world, is generally people who have started their own companies. Right? No employee has ever become a richest guy. No politician has ever become a richest guy. Most of them are people who own businesses. They start their own businesses, right? That one, and then third is, I think, invest in other business. Either you own a business, you start your own business, or invest in other business through equities, through whatever partnerships, right? Through stock market or through something like that. You want to grow in financial terms, you need to invest in other companies, right? You need to partner and do something with others, right? These are things that you need for the future. You need to be extremely good in communication, extremely good in emotional intelligence, extremely good in people management, because you want to collaborate with a lot of people going forward, right? You're not going to sit in one place and do one job. So you need to be smart in 3 things. Bottom line is 3 things. You like to do 3 things. Communication, people management, right? And your ability is social intelligence, right? People, perception management. How do you manage yourself? How do you manage personalities, right? Emotional intelligence. How do you balance everybody? These 3 I think extremely critical, more than whatever subjects you study. Because I also do talk of soft skills. Technical skills eventually is only about 5 to 10% of what you do every day. But job you need to be good. Like commerce, you need to be good in commerce. Biotechnology, you need to be good in biotechnology. But as you progress, all you do is managing people, managing projects, managing things. So that means you need better communication, you need better people management. And then you are able to become a leader, right? In 5, 6 years, 10 years, you will become a leader of an organization or a group of people. Again, it's all about communication, people management. And what I do as a day-to-day job is all about communication and people management. Not much of a technical handling people. Mostly entry-level people do the technology. So your ability to learn these 3-4 critical skills will make you better than everyone else that will compete in the same job. Communication, people management. If you're good at this, you'll grow for great things. Okay? Thank you. I'll end there.
us now to decide whether we take up these challenges and overcome them. So I believe that each one of us have taken back a take-home message, and I'm sure that we have been inspired to be better. So it is just not for the youngsters over here or the students, it includes us as well. So I think all of us
I'm
need
also
to
an
know.
youngster, don't think you're old.
So thank you so much. Yeah, no, of
Part of
course.
a group.
Yeah, definitely. Youngster in the sense, yes, we still have, I think it doesn't, it's indicative of age. We need to evolve every step of the way. So thank you very much for giving your time and giving all the necessary expressions and needful wisdom in all of this. So indeed it was a very helpful session, I would say, rather than just intellectual, but it has provided us a lot of insights on what is to be expected, including for us teachers as well. So, okay, right now I have a letter that has been, an email that has been sent from Mr. N.Y. Naresh, who is the Chief Executive Officer of our SDM Education Society. So this is the letter. Sir, we received your invitation for celebration of National Technology Day on 1st of May 2022. We congratulate you for organizing this event as an attempt to throw more light on the influence of science and technology in the development of civilization and readiness to face the challenges in day-to-day life of fellow citizens. More importantly, for giving an opportunity to a number of students to express their insights on the topic for the well-being of the society at large. We wish the function all the best. Please convey our regards to the guests and speakers of the day. Thank you with regards, Executive Officer. So indeed we have a blessing to our management. So we are grateful to them. So anyone wants to say something?
Starting trouble. I said communication. Come on, speak up. Please.
So
So it was really like brushing up our minds, like after a long vacation coming to the college, even during the holidays, and I was like a bit rigid, sir, like कुछ भी नहीं है दिमाग में, and after listening to your words, like yeah, we have to improve our communication skill and we have to manage the students, and if we are a leader, we have to know to manage the students also. So I felt yeah, I have to still learn more by listening. So thank you for coming to the college, sir.
Summer vacation is the busiest time of your life. Never sit at home. It is not an age and time to sit at home. Right? Even if you are sitting at home, see how you can utilize internet, online, start to learn more and more. There's plenty of information available. How to create a story. Storytelling is very important. Yeah, public speaking. Storytelling is very important. You need to tell stories. People will not listen to facts. Somebody comes and reads out why technology today has happened is not important. You can get to know. What is important is telling the experiences, stories, right? So you need to learn storytelling. You need to see how you can communicate well. See, I'll give you a simple example. Negotiation skill is also extremely important. Let us say, for example, she wants to go and eat idli, and that girl wants to eat parota. What do? You negotiate with each other. Both of your friends, you don't want to go alone. She will say, parota is so good, that place I know is new, let's try that. She will say, no, idli is so good, now let's try this, Malika, some new fashion, some new something has come. You negotiate. You negotiate with your parents also, isn't it? When you go late, what do you do? Negotiate with your parents, no, you say, illa, our one will pay, your one will pay, one will pay. But with the language, right? You negotiate. Every day you negotiate. Every day you communicate. Right? With your friends you communicate. And some of you are leaders among your friends. People who are not friends in this circle, they are also generally leaders. Our correct? So you all have these things.
you possess the skills to a certain extent. All you need to do is, how can you do it with non-friends? You are doing everything with friends now, with friends and family you are doing. Now you need to do is, the moment you are taken away from your friend circle and put into a corporate circle, and you don't know anything, how do you manage? How do you understand their needs? And how do you negotiate? These are things that you need to practice. And there are a lot of skills and short things that are available online. Once, and look for internship, practical exposure during your holidays. Go, see, it doesn't matter where you go, what you do. If you are a biotechnology student, doesn't mean you have to go to biotechnology. Right? We use a lot of technologies beyond biotechnology. Your communication skill doesn't happen in the biotechnology industry. Right? You'll be bending your head and doing some reactions. It's not going to help in your communication skills. Where does communication skills help? Maybe become a telecaller for 2 days. You'll know how difficult that job is. Right? Calling some court calling some 10 people and they'll say, why did you call me? It's that level. How do you handle your emotions at that time? Rejections are a natural feature of your life, isn't it? Not everything you want you will get. You will not get the same college you want, you will not get the same friend you want, you will not get the same boy you want, you will not get sometimes the same vehicle you want. You have to compromise somewhere, right? So all these are part of our life, we are already living it. Only thing is how can you polish these skills and make it useful in a corporate setting. Once you understand these two sides of it, you are going to be extremely good. You are going to be 1 among 100, everybody wants to play. Then everybody, when demand is more, what happens? You can demand. I work only for 4 days. I want this much salary. I'll do only this kind of job. You can demand. Right? That's what I was doing. I was looking for a girl for alliance. My main aim is to create a demand. Then I can be a chooser. Isn't it? If there is only one girl out of 20 girls I saw who wants to marry me, then what choice do I have? I have 0 choice. I have only one choice. I'm 0, only one choice. Right? So my main goal was wherever I go, I would impress the other side very well. So that everybody wants to marry. Then I can choose who. Right? Isn't it? Life is always about choices. So your job is to create that interest on the other side. Right? Whether it is an employer, whether it is an alliance, whether it is something else, it doesn't matter. You need to create that interest. And how do you create that interest? By communicating. By communicating well. Understanding the other side is also very critical. See, you can't simply go and stand here and just grab whatever I want. Right? Maybe communicating well, but am I communicating right? Is the second question. So I need to understand the audience. Whenever I go to speak anywhere, I ask, what is the audience? I ask, what kind of audience do you have? Which courses are they studying? Are they PUC students, master students? Because your understanding levels are very different. So I need to cater to that requirement. If not, you will not be clarity. You'll say, oh, thank God, please. Isn't it? So these skills you need to understand. What happens in online is I don't get a feel. Offline, I can look at your faces and say whether you are yawning, whether you are not interested. I can make out, right, as a speaker. I can vary my talk. I can rush through the talk. I can vary my voice, right? So all these things you have to learn, right? You have to learn these things. The moment you learn, you will be sorted. That is what you need to spend when you are not in college. Right? When you are off college, at home, or during holidays, spend on learning these things. Spend on learning communication skills. Spend on learning people skills. Spend on learning negotiation skills. Right? You will learn.
Thank you very much, sir. So we have come to the end of the program. Thank you all for.
Okay, so we have come to the end of the program. So it's been a pleasure having Dharma Prasad sir with us, and also all of you as well. Big encouragement for the team, for the college. So we wish you all the best. Anyway, in the coming week, the classes are going to start. So I hope that all of you who are here would come and join with a fresh perspective of why you are in the college and what is your goal, and would be more clear about your objectives, what you would like to achieve in the future days. So thank you so much, sir. And since we have ended with the program, we may disperse. Thank you.